Hey, what's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, being joined with the champ, Jai Opetai, here in Saudi Arabia. Jai, try not to be too long because I know we're both tired, but hey, man, you just had a fight with Briedis, rematch. You looked great. You've looked phenomenal these past few fights. How are you feeling? How's the future look for you?
I'm good, man. We're building a lot of momentum now, being a part of these big Riyadh season fight nights and stuff like that. So it's fruits of the labor, bro. It's all working into place now. So
what would you attribute to the success you've had this last year and a half? Was there something that changed, or was it something where it was just momentum building up, like the snowball, little by little, until it's like this big old thing that came out and you made your splash?
Definitely, it's definitely that snowball effect. But man, a lot of people are only just seeing me because of the international level now. But for us, it's taken a long time. You know what I mean? This stuff hasn't happened overnight. It's been a long journey to get to where we are. We've taken the long route, no shortcuts. But we're finally here now on that world stage. So it feels good to be exactly where I belong. So.
Is it as good as you thought it would be when you were younger, when you had the dream of being a pro boxer and a world champion?
Yeah, but we're just getting started. You know what I mean? I've just got here on the scene now. You know what I mean? So we still got a lot of hard work ahead of us. And I'm excited for it. So.
What kind of goals do you got? Do you envision yourself as undisputed champion? Do you want to move up again into another weight class? How do you envision the future in the next few years for you?
Definitely undisputed cruiserweight champion, man. We got another 3 belts to collect. So I'm excited to do that. And then, we'll look at moving up, whether it's going to go to bridgeweight or go straight to heavyweight. We'll just see when that chapter comes. But right now, I'm chasing the rest of the cruiserweight belts.
How long do you foresee that taking to accomplish that goal to be a cruiserweight undisputed champ?
Man, honestly, I feel like it just depends about my opponents. I feel like I am the best cruiserweight in the division, but I can sit here and say that. I've got to prove it every time I fight. So, I feel like it's anyone that's not taking part in these Riyadh seasons is missing out. So I feel like, these other cruiserweights with the belts, they have to come. As long as I keep winning, I keep doing my job, they have to come to this sort of world stage eventually. So, we just got to focus on ourselves, and I'm hoping every fight I have from now on will just be for another belt.
In your division, is there a champion in particular that sticks out to you and you feel, this guy, he might be close to my level. I'm interested. How does this guy, work out with me in terms of my skills against his skills? Is there someone that sticks out?
To be honest, I don't feel like there's any bad fighters, that are holding belts. But I feel like my last fight against Briedis, I feel like he was one of the best cruiserweights still. You know what I mean? I personally feel like he beats everyone with all the other champions at the moment. So. I proved once again that I belong to be on this world stage. I belong to be on this world level. So, I'm just excited to do it again.
Funny character is Briedis. Did you have a chance to talk to him after the fight? And what do you make of him as outside of boxing? Do you look at him and be like, he's a funny guy?
He's a strange dude. Bro, I used to watch Briedis a lot coming through the rankings. You know what I mean? He's always been at the top of the cruiserweight division. I used to watch him, that Usyk and Briedis fight a couple times. So these guys were always people that I was chasing. You know what I mean? And I was always just waiting for my opportunity to fight someone like that. So the first time I fought him, nobody knew who I was. I was just a little Australian name waiting for the opportunity. So that's when the snowball really started to, build. So, we got that win. Then we went into the London fight. Then my first Saudi, debut. And then we fought Briedis again. So, to be honest, man, I'm honoured to share the ring with a champion like that. He's done so much in the sport. The Ali trophy he won was, I wish they would have another tournament so I could win it. But, it's just showing, we used to have a goal and now we're getting there. So,
is the ultimate goal Jai Opetaia, world heavyweight champion?
The ultimate goal, yeah. But my ultimate goal, bro, is just being able to sit back in a house and take care of my family. Everyone's comfortable and they don't have to stress anymore. You know, that's my ultimate goal.
I would imagine you're on your way to that, and that's the one thing I've always enjoyed observing about the sport is not going to the fights, not getting to know you guys, but seeing you guys achieve your dreams. Like that to me brings like so much hope on like so many different levels. You know, like seeing your guys' dream come true in front of my eyes inspires me like to tell like youth or kids like, hey, like at least in sports, like dreams like can come true and you can change your life.
For sure, man, and that's a good way to put it, you know, and it's also for me as well, you know what I mean, like to say to the kids, you know, like, wait, I was once you know what I mean, this vision and where I am today was so far away, you know what I mean, if I was to say it to someone, they'd be like, what the f is this kid talking about, you know what I mean, so, yeah, you know, like, but man, years and years of hard work, years of struggle, years of pain, sacrifice. Like it's the journey we have had to get here, you know what I mean? And this is why we love it here now. You know what I mean? We know we deserve to be here. We love these deep waters, you know. When they push us uncomfortable, we go even deeper because we've done all the hard yards to get here. You know what I mean? It means too much to us. So, you know, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be.
I'm not too familiar with like your childhood. Did you come from like a really rough background?
No, I come from a boxing family. Yeah. I come from I'm a fourth generation on my father's side and a third on my mum's. Okay. So my life has been molded for boxing. You know what I mean? I grew up watching these big fight nights. You know, like the last fight night I just fought on with Usyk and Fury, the biggest heavyweight fight of our generation, you know what I mean? And I grew up watching these. The boxers to me were like superheroes, you know what I mean? And now I'm at that level where kids are watching that big stage and I'm there, you know what I mean? So that's the type of, you know what I mean? We've come from, you know what I mean? Like nothing has been given to us. It's all been earned.
And now you're in a video game too. Isn't that's a trip, right? Seeing yourself in a video game?
Yeah, that is crazy. I actually haven't seen it yet. Yeah. So my stats better be good.
That's what a lot of the soccer players complain about. Like, no, I'm way faster than that, or my skills are way more. It's funny. It's the same thing.
I know, man.
99 on all of them, right? You know, you were there live for Fury versus Usyk. What'd you make of the game plans and the way that fight was fought from both?
To be honest, straight after my fight, we had to go to hospital because I had a broken nose, so I didn't get to watch the fight. I watched little bits and pieces, but I haven't sat down and really got into it yet. So,
were you? I don't want to say surprised, but did you expect for Usyk to win?
I'm not surprised at all. Yeah. You know, I knew both of those boys could win that fight. They both had the tools to win the fight. It was just about who executed their game plan the best. You know what I mean? Who prepared the better. You know, and obviously Usyk just had it over him that day. But I'm hoping the next one they level up even more and they go even deeper. So
it's just my brain like kind of going like the cogwheels spinning. But do you foresee yourself facing either or? Like, I know a goal of yours is to go to heavyweight. You're giving me a little smirk. Like, is that like a dream scenario for you to fight one of those two guys?
For sure. I would love to fight Usyk, you know, respectfully. You know, I've always been so close to him. You know what I mean? Like, I was, but I was 16 years old. I qualified for the Olympics. I competed at 17, little kid, and he won that Olympic Games. Like, I've always been there. You know what I mean? I've always just been... It wasn't my time yet, you know, but I feel like my time's coming, you know, and one day I will get to face him, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
So what's your take? I know it happened to you with the IBF situation, but now we're seeing the IBF wants to take the belt away from Usyk. Canelo, also, they put a mandatory for him, and now it's looking like Canelo's going to let go of his undisputed status as well. You know, you guys work so hard to become champions, but also when you get to undisputed, that's like years and years of work and a culmination of that work. Like, what do you make of them putting that rule in place?
Man, it's when the politics get involved with boxing, it always gets sticky. You know, to be honest, this is the first I've heard about these things because I really do not get involved or pay attention to any sort of outside politics and bullshit. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it is just ridiculous. You know, and for these fighters to just sacrifice all the time and then have a bunch of guys just telling them what they can and can't do because it just, man, honestly, I don't even get involved with it all. You know, I just do what I got to do. I handle my own business. I train hard, and then when the fights come, I just got to perform. So I feel like as long as I just stay in my own lane, focus on everyone, like focus on ourselves, then you know the rest will fall into place.
Head down and just keep on grinding, huh? Yeah. Dimitri Bivol, I spoke to him yesterday. He mentioned maybe a fight between you and him in the future if he becomes undisputed. Have you looked at him? Have you been scouting him at all? And what do you make of that possibility?
Well, I'm not a massive boxing, like I don't watch a lot of boxing, you know what I mean? But he's one fighter that I actually like to watch. You know, I think he's got such an amazing style. You know, he's got a great little art form about him. You know, and he doesn't talk shit. He leaves his fighting do the talking. But man, I'd love to share the ring with him. You know, like I said, I come from a fighting background as a kid. You know, I used to be forced to watch fights. You know, my dad used to be like, "Come here, watch this. Watch how he does this. Watch how these fighters do this." And I feel like that, my style and his style, is a fight that coaches will show their fighters, you know what I mean, and to learn off. And that they're the type of fights that I would love to be a part of. So in that sort of sense, man, I would love to fight Bivol just because I respect his style and I know it would be a good fight.
Do you favor him at all against Beterbiev when they do fight for undisputed, or do you think, man, that's really a pick'em fight? Like Beterbiev, dude's a beast, 100% knockout ratio.
Yeah, it's a strange. Like I look at like if you just the styles and stuff, and I look at Benavidez and I'm like, how is he so hard to hit? You know, like why can't people beat him and stuff? But he just hurts people. Like it's just crazy to see how he fights and how he gets away with doing the way he sort of controls fights and stuff.
He like just gets out of range, just like by like a few inches, just a little here, a little there. You know, yeah, I've seen that. Like even in the replays, I've seen him like, dang, he just barely slipped that punch.
Yeah, but then there's, you know, that's a fight that I'm actually really excited to watch. You know, them two go at it because it's the perfect styles as well. Great boxer versus a come forward strong fighter. So, you know, it's exciting. I feel like boxing's in an awesome place at the moment.
Now I'm throwing this on left field to you, Jai. We have a Mexican-American fighter that's moving up weights, David Benavidez. He's moving up to light heavyweight, but he's made it known that he wants to go beyond light heavyweight. Do you foresee him in the future at all as like a big money fight for you that can get you to the States and you guys pack an arena somewhere in the U.S. against David Benavidez in the future?
Yeah, for sure, man. If he wants to come up to cruiserweight, bring it on. You know, cruiserweight's my division. Yeah. You know, until I move out of it, bro, come and get it. You know what I mean? But, you know, respectfully, you know what I mean? We're fighters, but there's only one in the divisions, and cruiserweight's my division.
Isn't it crazy? Like 2 years ago, you had Canelo wanting to fight at cruiserweight. I see the size of you, and I see the size of other cruiserweights, and I'm like, yo, like big balls for Canelo for wanting that because you guys are so much freaking bigger. Like he wanted to fight Makabu at that weight. I'm just like, yo, like you guys are so much bigger.
Yeah, I feel like it is crazy. I feel like if Canelo was to come up to my division, man, I feel like he is too small. You know, it'd be a bad move for him. But that's another fight, man. Like, how can you say no to that? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. The Sheikh actually asked me, I think last week he rang me and said, would you fight Canelo?
No
but
way.
he said it. He said it's like 175 pounds, and I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to make like anything lower than cruiser. You know what I mean? The jump from 79 kilos to 91 is just, it's ridiculous. So.
But that's the thing that a lot of fighters, they think, damn, Canelo, this is a huge payday, huge exposure. If I fight well, even if I lose, it shoots up my career. And I guess that's sometimes some fighters take that bait because, hey, when am I going to get a chance to fight someone like Canelo and get that type of payday, you know?
Yeah, I'm not thinking like, oh, even if I lose, you know, like this and that. Like I'm ready to fight. Yeah. Like I'm ready to prove how good I am. You know, like I've told him, I told Briedis, like he was a great cruiserweight, but I'm the next generation of great coming through. You know what I mean? And I'm really want to put my stamp on that. So, you know, I want to fight these great fighters and prove that I am one of the greats of this generation.
Just thinking, that's like 25 pounds for you to go to 205 to 175. Yeah, you're like already in shape too. That's tough.
No, I wouldn't be able to make the 175. There's no way.
Yeah. Hey, we could win. That's like a video game fight. Yeah, 185 then maybe, but even then, I would imagine that's tough for you too, like to get down to 185.
But honestly, I reckon about 87, 88 kilos would be my max. Yeah. I'm not sure what the pounds are. We don't do pounds.
Yeah, but it's around that way. I would say it's like 185 would be somewhere around there. Maybe even 190. Like I know Canelo, when he doesn't cut weight, when he rehydrates, he's about, I think I was told once, about 183, 184. So
yeah, nice.
You would have a significant like weight advantage. And then you got to think too, if there's going to be a rehydration, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's a whole different thing there. But that'd be a crazy fight, man. That'd be I like that fight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Just I guess we could hope. But hey, Jai, man, good chatting with you. Good meeting you. Good first interview with you, man. I really appreciate it. Congratulations on all the success. If you want to go ahead and tell the U.S. fans any last parting words for them out there.
Hey, man, I'm hoping to come over and make my U.S. debut soon. So, I hope I see all you guys soon. Thanks for the love.
Maybe against Canelo. I don't know. Who knows?